Hello, dear pupils. Mrs. Shaima today with a lesson for scientific streams. It is about the solar system, right? The solar system, the third unit in your school book. It is designed only for the scientific. So here, troisième S, علوم تجريبية, that's all. Now we start by explaining some important words that are important and essential in understanding any text about the solar system. We start by the word astronomy here. You see it? Astronomy. Astronomy is a science that studies the movement or the motion. Movement is the motion. The movement of stars, planets, asteroids, stars النجوم, planets الكواكب, asteroids الكويكبات, comets المذنبات, meteors النيازك, and other celestial bodies. So here, the person who studies astronomy is called an astronomer, right? And رائد الفضاء in English is called an astronaut. Okay? Now, another important word is the solar system. The solar system هو النظام الشمسي. It is a collection of star, نجم, planets, الكواكب اللي هي 8 planets, satellites, الأقمار, asteroids, الكويكبات اللي هي عبارة عن كواكب صغيرة، معناها لا ترقى أنها تصنف ككواكب نظرا لصغر حجمها. asteroids, comets المذنبات, meteors and meteors. Now, a star, what is the name of this star? So the solar system is called the solar because of star that is called the sun. So the sun, the noun, the adjective solar, النظام الشمسي. So all the 8 planets of the solar system revolve around, معناها revolve معناها تدور, revolve around a star, تدور حول نجم. ما اسم هذا النجم? The sun, right? Now, before now we go in detail with the planets, I just wanted to show you a picture of the solar system, right? This is the solar system. You have here the sun. It looks bright. What does it mean bright? مضيئة. It gives off light. تعطي الضوء. Unlike planets, على عكس الكواكب, which give off no light. Why? Because they don't shine. هما لا تشع, ليس فيها نور. It's not like the sun, which is a ball of fire. هي كرة من النار, which is bright. So it gives life to all this, the system here of planets, right? So you notice here that all the planets go around or turn around, revolve around the sun. Now, some people might think that this is all our universe. معنى الكون هذا هو النظام الشمسي. No, it is not true. Our system, this solar system, I want you to know that it is only a point in this picture. Just one here. It's a point somewhere in this picture. And what does this picture show? It is a galaxy. What is a galaxy? هي مجرة. So our solar system, which we think it is very big, it is huge, it is only the small parts of this galaxy. And what is a galaxy? A galaxy is a collection of billions of stars. Billions of stars? 200 billions of stars. 200 مليار نجم. So big, right? So here, and the solar system والنظام الشمسي هو فقط واحد من الأنظمة الموجودة في هذه المجرة. Okay? Nice. So it means that we as people, we live in the solar system, and the solar system is included in a galaxy. That's all? No. This galaxy which contains billions of stars, is only one of the millions of galaxies that exist in the universe. وهذه المجرة نفسها هي واحدة، يقول العلماء أنها واحدة من ملايين وحتى مليارات، معنا مش متأكدين، حتى مليارات المجرات الموجودة في هذا الكون اللامتناهي. So I just want you to know how small, how tiny we are. And here, look at this idea here. The universe, finite or infinite, متناهي أو غير متناهي. Now, the structure of expansion, معنى بنية التوسع. This stage began with the Big Bang. معنى يقال أنه الكون بدأ started with the most recent theory that explains the beginning of the universe. معنى أحدث نظرية تشرح نشوء العالم وبدايته is the Big Bang. What is the Big Bang? The Big Bang, نظرية Big Bang هي نظرية الانفجار العظيم. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? It means that all that we see in the universe started from an explosion, a big explosion, a huge here explosion. Huge معناها big, a very big, in fact, a very big explosion which set the material of the universe in motion. معنى هذا الانفجار هو اللي أحدث حركة في الكون. معنى بدأت كل شيء يدور حول معنى الكواكب تدور حول الشمس، الأجرام السماوية تدور حول الشمس etc. donc هو هذا الانفجار بدأت بعده حركة الكواكب وحركة الأجرام السماوية. Right? The solar system is situated where? In the Milky Way. So what is the Milky Way? Milky Way is the name of our galaxy. Okay? What is this galaxy? Is the spiral galaxy. هي مجرة لولبية. It contains roughly 2 billion stars. قلنا أنه the Milky Way المجرة تاعنا تحتوي على ملايير النجوم. Right? صحيح؟ والمجرة تاعنا هي واحدة من ملايير المجرات. So really our brain cannot grasp this big number of galaxies and the big size of the universe, right? So I just wanted to give you a general idea of our universe. Okay? Now we return back to I wanted to give you an important idea here that planets, we said that there are 8 planets in the solar system. Okay? 8 planets are classified into 4 terrestrial planets. What does mean terrestrial? Terrestrial معناها أرضية صخرية أرضية rocky planets. Terrestrial معناها مساحة it is composed of rocks. And giant planets كواكب عملاقة غازية, right? They are gas, they are not terrestrial. So so T stands for terrestrial and G stands for giant. The terrestrial planets are small and rocky ones. Rocky meaning made of rocks, صخرية حجرية. And G stands for made of gas and very large. هي كواكب غازية، فربعة أرضية وربعة غازية. Right? Now the order here of planets, you have Mercury اللي هو عطارد بالعربية. Venus الزهرة. Earth الأرض. Mars المريخ. Jupiter المشتري. Saturn زحل. Uranus Uranus. Neptune and Pluto هذا الأخير is excluded from the list of planets. هو it was removed معناها أقصي من قائمة الكواكب. Why? Because of its small size. Why? Because it doesn't have the characteristics of a planet. ما عندوش خصائص كوكب اللي هي أهمها the big size. So it is very very small in size. So now it is just considered as an asteroid. كويكب ويعتبر الآن واحد من الكويكبات. It is no longer a planet, right? So now look at the four here. These are the four ones are terrestrial: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. And then the four ones here starting by Jupiter are the gas giants. The gas giants يسموها الكواكب الغازية العملاقة, starting by Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, right? Terrestrial planets here, so starting by, I said, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Giant planets are four. Jupiter, the biggest planet in the solar system. You have Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The table here shows some information about planets, right? I'm not going to go into details. Now let's speak now about satellites. What do we mean by satellites? Satellites هي أقمار. Smaller, they are smaller rock bodies. معناها هي أجسام صخرية صغيرة. They are smaller than planets. هي أصغر من الكواكب. All the planets have satellites. كلهم عندها أقمار, at least one each. معناها على الأقل واحد. Okay, like the Earth, it has one. With the exception of Mercury and Venus. باستثناء Mercury and Venus, these two planets do not have any moons, right? For example, Earth has one moon, Mars has two moons, Jupiter has 16 moons, Saturn has 23 moons, Uranus has 15 moons, Neptune has 8 moons. Now, another picture which shows here the moons, Earth and its moon, right? Mars has two moons, Phobos and Deimos. Now, Phobos and Deimos. Phobos comes from Greek, and it means fear, الخوف, la phobie, right? And Deimos also comes from Greek, and it is called it means horror, الرعب. So in Greece, Phobos and Deimos, I don't know why they are associated to these horrible qualities, these two moons. However, our moon, the moon of the Earth, is always associated with beauty, with light, and other good qualities. When, for example, a woman is nice, we always say that she's like a moon. While here the moons of Mars are Phobos, fear, Deimos are horror. Now, Jupiter has also moons. Then you have Saturn. Look at the moons of Saturn. You have Uranus, Neptune, Triton here, and then you have the last one, Pluto. We said it is not a planet. Now, I just want to draw your attention to a place here between Mars and Jupiter. Mars and Jupiter, there is a place that is called the asteroid belt. What is the asteroid? حزام الكويكبات. Why is it called asteroid belt? Because there are a lot of asteroids here. Now, and we come to asteroids. What is asteroid? It is a body. هو جسم. It is a body orbiting the sun. يدور حول الشمس, which is smaller than a planet. We spoke about this idea. The range of signs معناه يتراوح الحجم تاعو بين 1000 kilometer across and 100 to 200 meters across. The so-called asteroid belts, هذه اللي تسمى حزام الكويكبات, يسمى حزام الكويكبات. Most of them are between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. I told you here, between Mars and Jupiter, right? Now here a picture of asteroids. Look at their shape. They are not circular in shape. You see, they are not spherical, they are not oval. ما هي مش بيضاوية أو round. No, they are just rocks, big rocks. معناها هي صخور فقط الكبر فقط. So here these are asteroids are said to be the result of explosion of planets. هي يقال أنه هي تشكلت من حطام الكواكب وحطام الأجرام السماوية. Now the next picture shows a comet. What is a comet? هو مذنب. All bodies of gas, dust and rock. هي أجسام غازية فيها غبار غاز صخور which move on a long elliptical orbit around the sun, والتي تتحرك في مدار إهليليجي ولا بيضاوي around the sun حول الشمس. They become very spectacular when they are close to the sun. هما عندما يلحقوا عندما they arrive to the atmosphere of the earth, دخلوا الغلاف الجوي للأرض, they warm up, تسخن هذه المذنبات, and gas and dust escape, وينطلق منها الغاز والغبار, and they form a tail, وتشكل ذنب, وإحنا نشوفوا هذاك الذنب كأنه حيوان عنده ذنب. So here they form a tail. The gases become ionized and give off light of their own. In fact هما comets they are not bright. هي ليست أجسام مضيئة في الواقع. هي صخرية. It's made of rock. It only looks bright when it comes to the surface of with the atmosphere of the earth. So comets, you see the picture of comets here. Okay. Now I wanted to share with you this idea here. Look at this. He looks an ancient scientist. Yes, he is an ancient. He is Ptolemy. He used to believe. He said that the Earth was the center of the world, and all the planets went around it. This was an ancient belief. People used to believe in the past that the Earth was the center of the universe. معنى كانوا يعتقدوا أن الأرض هي مركز الكون, and that all the other planets, stars and other celestial bodies, كل الأجرام السماوية الأخرى تدور حول الأرض. It was widely accepted until the 17th century. وكانت هذه الفكرة مقبولة بشكل كبير حتى للقرن السابع عشر, the 17th century, with the coming of the scientist Copernicus. Copernicus, he was the first, even before Galilei, he was the first to find out that the center of the universe, the center was the sun, not the earth, and all the planets orbited around it. He used to believe that the sun was the center and that all the other planets turned and revolved around it, the earth as well as any other. Right? Now, then after Copernicus, 20 years, I think, after Copernicus came Galilei and Kepler, who proved scientifically that Earth is only a planet that turns around the sun. But the real proof came from Kepler, the great scientist Kepler. Now, I'm looking for some important ideas. The two main kinds of movement in the solar system are rotation and revolution. They are quite similar, but there are slight differences between the two. Rotation, the word or the verb to rotate, we use it. Rotates around its axis from west to east. The Earth, we are speaking about the Earth, of course. We use here عندما يكون الدوران حول المحور نستعمل كلمة rotate. The average period is 24 hours. It's not exactly 24 hours. It's 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4 seconds approximately. Now look at the word approximately. ما معنى approximately؟ تقريبا. Almost. Roughly. About. Not exactly, right? So here the Earth turns around its axis and takes 24 hours. So here we speak about rotation now. The Earth spins on its axis once during this time. وتدور حول محورها مرة واحدة. Now what is the consequence of the rotation? ما هي نتيجة هذا المدار؟ The consequence is the alternation of day and night. وتعاقب الليل والنهار. Now let's look at the word revolution. Revolution from the verb to revolve. بينما revolution has other meaning. I guess you know it, especially in French. You studied la révolution algérienne, la révolution ثورة. It has another meaning which is الحركة. Donc here, ولا الدوران. Revolution الدوران. Alors revolution, we use it for orbiting the sun. When the Earth turns around the sun, it is a revolution. It travels around the sun in a year. It takes a year to turn around the sun. معناها باش تدير دورة حول الشمس تأخذ 365 يوم و 25 يوم. It's not exactly 364 days. Now, average distance 150 million kilometer. Its course is an ellipse. The sun is at one focus of the ellipse. معناها المسار تاعها بيضاوي هليليجي, right? The inclination of this axis is the same. The change of seasons, the heat. Now, the consequence of the revolution of the Earth around the sun, نتيجة دوران الأرض حول الشمس ينتج عنها تعاقب الفصول. The alternation of seasons. يتعاقب الفصول. Right? The moon. What is the moon? Is the Earth's satellite. هو قمر الأرض. It has a diameter of 3,476 kilometer. Now look at here. On July, the 20th of July, 1969, what happened? One small step, خطوة واحدة, and of course one giant leap. What is giant leap? أنا خطوة واحدة كانت بمثابة قفزة عملاقة للإنسانية. And also it is also the title of your unit. One leap, one giant leap of mankind. Of course, it was not something easy to go to the moon. You see the pictures here of man landing on the moon, right? Let's read this story here. In 1969, the Soviet Union, Russia today, in the past, it was the ex-Soviet Union, هي الاتحاد السوفيتي السابق, was the first to land on a spacecraft on the moon. معناها الاتحاد السوفيتي كان أول من حط على القمر in 1959. But NASA's Neil Armstrong becomes the first human to set on the lunar surface. بينما نيل أرمسترونغ كان أول من حط قدمه على مساحة قمرية. Lunar comes from la lune اللي هي القمر, وأخذنا منها l'adjectif lunar surface, realizing humanity's age-old dream. معنى محققا بذلك حلم قديم للإنسانية. What was the dream? The dream of man to go to planet. This dream was realized by the Americans, and effectively winning the space race for the United States. And by this this huge leap, America has won the race for space. You see here the picture. This is the magazine of the time, shows Soviet Union with the ex-Soviet Union with USA running towards the moon. Of course, America made the biggest step by setting a foot on the moon. Of course, this was too much debated. Some people said that it was a lie, but no one really knows. It doesn't exactly orbit the Earth. No, I don't want to go into this. The picture shows the moon, you see? Of course, the moon has no light of its own. هو ليس مضيء، ما عندوش، ما فيش ضوء. People in the past used to believe that the moon shines, but in fact the moon is just like a mirror which reflects light. It reflects the light of the sun. هي فقط تعكس ضوء الشمس. It goes through a series of phases ويمر بمراحل. Okay, the amount of sunlit side changes during its revolution، وكمية كمية الضوء جانب الضوء معناه يتغير حسب دورته حول الشمس. كل ما يدور كل ما يتغير الضوء. Now I really don't want to go into all this. Okay, solar eclipse. Now I want to go now through planets, explain something about planets. Okay, now we speak about planets and we go into details with planets. Right, where is the picture? Yes, now terrestrial planets. Okay, the first planet, Mercury. Yes, Mercury, of course, as we all know, is the first in order. It's the nearest planet to it's also the smallest planet. So the smallest planet, where is the picture? I lost it. Okay, now Mercury is, I said, its place here. It is the nearest, the closest. There is another adjective which means near, close. It's the closest planet to the sun. It's also the smallest planet, and we said that it has no moons, right? Now we move to the second planet, Venus. Venus, it's terrestrial, because we said the terrestrial, أرضي, صخري, right? It is said that Venus is similar to Earth in size and composition. معناه يشبه للأرض في تركيبه وفي الحجم نتاعو. You see in the picture here they are similar. Now Venus is the hottest planet. It's even hotter than Mercury. احنا نشوفه في الصورة أنه Mercury أقرب إلى الشمس، من المفروض أنه هو يكون أسخن، بينما Venus is hotter. Why? It's because of its atmosphere. هو ده يعود إلى تركيبة الغلاف الجوي تاعو which makes it very very hot. Hotter, I said, even hotter than Mercury. Venus, after Venus comes Earth, right? Earth is called the blue planet. Look, it looks blue here, and it's the only planet in which life exists, right? It's the only planet which supports life, right? It has, unlike other planets, it has water, which is vital for life. The next planet, what is it? Is Mars. Mars, it is a terrestrial planet. It is the last terrestrial planet, right? It is called the red planet. يسمى الكوكب الأحمر. Some scientists said that it is called red because it is composed of iron لكمية الكبيرة الحديد الموجودة فيها, right? The next one is we spoke about Mars, yes or no? We said that Mars has two moons, Phobos and Deimos, الرعب والخوف. Yes. No, Mars a lot of spacecrafts were sent to Mars looking for a possibility of life in this planet. Why? Looking for possibility of life because scientists say that this planet might have contained water before 3 billion years. معنى يقال أنه كانت فيه مياه قبل 3 ملايير سنة وهذا ما يجعل فرضية وجود حياة. It contains the biggest volcano ويحتوي على أكبر بركان في in the solar system, right? We come to Jupiter. Now, before Jupiter, I wanted to say that the atmosphere of Mars is made of CO2 and nitrogen, right? And other gases. Now, Jupiter, as it's clear here from the picture, it is the biggest one and it is a giant gas, the biggest planet in the solar system. هو عملاق غازي, a gas giant, right? It is composed mainly of gases and liquids. ومتركب من غازات وسوائل. فقط نواته هي اللي صخرية بينما الكل فقط غازات. نواة فقط اللي صخرية. Nucleus, right? It has 63 moons. All right. It makes a revolution around the Earth. It takes 12 years to make a complete revolution around the Earth. So it's really a very long period of time, right? We are speaking about Jupiter. We are still speaking about Jupiter. Yes, in Jupiter, scientists say that there are clouds, سحب made of dust and rocks. سحب من الغبار والأحجار which were probably due to the decomposition of one of its moons. معناها يقولوا أنه ممكن هذا الغبار اللي يحيط بها وهذا الغازات وهذا الصخور هي كانت نتيجة لتفكك بعض من أقمارها. Donc here, or one of its moons. So it is characterized also by destructive storms. معنى يتميز هذا الكوكب بعواصف مدمرة, right? Saturn now. We come to Saturn. Saturn is the second biggest planet. هو ثاني أكبر كوكب في النظام الشمسي, right? It is a gas planet like Jupiter, Uranus and Neptune. So the gas giants starting from Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, right? Characterized also وانا يتميز هذا Saturn كذلك ب icy and dusty rings. ما معناها rings وراء الظاهر هنا في الصورة هذه حلقات من غبار وجليد, right? حلقات من الثلج والتراب, and it contains a big quantity of hydrogen and a little of helium, right? We move to Uranus. It's also called the blue planet. It's the 7th planet in the solar system. It is also a gas giant. This planet has 21 moons, right? And then we come to the last planet, which is Neptune. It's the 8th planet, the farthest planet, the farthest, superlative form from the adjective far. Why don't we say farthest? Because it is an irregular adjective. It is the farthest planet to the sun. It's also, we can say also the most distant. أبعد كوكب عن الشمس is the opposite of Mercury, which is the closest or the nearest planet to the sun. Neptune, it was called by the Greeks the god of water, إله الماء, right? It is called also the blue planet. It has a lot of, it has moons also. Right here. I guess that's all for today. I promise next time to practice with you with a text about the solar system, to see how much you have grasped, how much you have understood, all what I said about the solar system. Right? See you, and don't forget to like my video and to make share of it in order so that all pupils benefit from